Hey everyone, this is Blackbinder, and welcome back to the Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. Last time we left off, we freed a dragon in the bottom of the Water Shapers Guild, and we also killed all the Naga that it had summoned in order to try to free itself. We did leave a portion of its soul in the wards to power the Water Shapers' water shaping. Apparently, they used to be powered by Andra or Ngati, but now they broke their promise to Andra, so the dragon was helping them out, and they betrayed him too. So let's talk to Queen Onekaza.
What madness has its clutches around Pariki's overlook? The mountain shakes, bellows of anguish echo over the wind, and a shadow rose from the streets to cover Queen's birth on its way to the sea. Now the traders look to me for answers I do not have. Nothing but panic and contradiction make their way to my ears. Tell me what happened.
The Naga invaded the guild to rescue an ancient sea dragon.
You do not jest.
The queen blinks and slowly rises to sit straight in her throne.
So his was the heart I felt beating in my city.
She adjusts her posture as the idea takes hold.
For what did the guild endanger my city with this creature? I will hear Myru's report.
Onekaza searches over your shoulder. Guildmaster Myru is dead.
No! To lose a teacher of Myru's skill while Rawatai points their cannons at us? Send every bird from my master water shapers. Tell them to cleave the ocean in half if they must. They will come to Nekataka now.
A pair of attendants bolt to attention and scramble down the stairs. Onekaza nurses her brow and sighs.
I once told Myru she was not allowed to retire while Rawatai's fleet darkened my ports. Nagati is not done testing me, I say.
Pariki captured the dragon long ago and built the guild around his prison.
Pariki was a whaler before she took up Nagati's art. I say her largest trophy was a secret, well kept.
She sighs, cradling her chin on her palm.
Kahanga legends tell us that our ancestors made compacts with the creatures of the Deadfire.
Onekaza cuts herself off and snaps her finger to an attendant.
Send for Ranga Hauhua of the Wapua tribe. If she could soften the hearts of my cats, I say dragons are not beyond her.
As her attendants make for the exit, Onekaza leans back in her throne and considers.
Speak on, Watcher. As surely as a tide swelling over the shore, I feel you are not finished.
The forms of water shaping are fabrications made to tap into the dragon's prison?
Then Pariki's students had an advantage in their lessons, I say. And Myru's after her. All at the cost of this beast's freedom.
Onekaza raises her brow.
If water shaping is not as our ancestors taught it, we cannot reckon how much of the original form we have lost.
A sinking feeling accompanies her thoughts, as if Onekaza feels a vast well of uncertainty opening beneath her.
What became of the dragon, Watcher? If the power of this beast strengthened our guild.
I siphoned his soul using the prison wards. Your water shapers should be fine. She closes her eyes and nods, taking each breath slowly.
What Pariki did was no kindness, I say. But her actions helped students of the guild to learn our most sacred art. This is more valuable to me than every cannon in Rawatai. Thank you, Watcher.
Onekaza inclines her head and touches her brow, holding the pose long enough for her attendants to draw in sharp breaths and look to you with awe. I hope there's no hard feelings about setting a dragon free.
Akira, it will be a nightmare to appease traders and admirals seeking recompense for shipwrecks. But what is a queen if not the one to toss in her sleep while her people rest at ease?
Onekaza allows herself to settle back with a tired smile.
My water-shaping masters will arrive soon, and I say the guild will be stronger for their guidance. But a queen's work is not finished until she has endured all of Nagati's trials. I could send birds to every Ranga and rally them to our cause, but Nekataka needs more than strength. We need pure Huana fury. We need the Wahaki. My brother calls the Wahaki the last true Huana. He's severe on the Kahanga, but I do not call him wrong.
Onekaza thumbs her chin and nods.
You dealt with them peacefully on Motare Okozi. I am hoping you can make lightning strike a second time. The tribe hates all foreigners. Passing ships are attacked on sight, and explorers never make it back to the beach.
Go on.
I have hesitated to let the trading company see my teeth, but those days are behind us. Filling the seas with Wahaki war canoes will strike terror in the heart of even Rawatai's Iron Fleet.
Onikaza smirks at the idea. Really? Their canoes versus an iron freaking fleet? No thanks. That's not gonna work, but okay. I doubt I'll be a welcome sight, but I'll try.
Sail for the Isle of Oriokoiki and return when you have an answer from the tribe, whether fair or foul. The island lies northwest of Nekataka. There is a phrase which will protect my royal herald. Over crumbling mountains, across blighted seas. If you remember this, it could save your life.
I'll remember that.
Write it down if you must, but recall it when the time comes. The Wahaki are not a trusting people.
Alright, so we have our mission. We need to go to the northwest of Nekataka and meet with the Wahaki. Wahaki. I don't know. One of those. One of those is right. Alright, let's get out of here.
You must gather your party before venturing.
Is there anything else we needed to do while we're here? Let's check. He waits in the fire. We need to go to the Ashen Maw. Fruitful Alliance. The Wahaki, that's that one. Barunga, we need to kill Barunga. The Lighted Path. Get to the Vanguard ship. Where is it? So we need to go to the Queen's Berth before the Vanguard departs. So we can stop Bearn and kill everyone else. I am very diplomatic, so we should be able to actually talk them out of doing whatever idiocy that they're planning on. Alright, where would they be? Probably over at the docks, the actual docks in the Queen's Berth. Back where we scared the harbor master, I think. Oh, come on. Alright, let's look here. Actually, I think that's the Deadfire. Or the Penetrator. Such a funny ship name.
We missed it. They're gonna park that thing next to Eothas and slit their own throats. I wish they'd gone ahead with it before they got Bearn involved. If we can't catch it, can you promise me we'll go right now?
Yes, we'll go right now.
I knew there was something I liked about you.
Alright, let's go get out of here. By sea. We are a very fast ship. There's no way that we can't catch up with them. Where is it? Gadarian Bosch. Gadarian Bosch. Alright. Will we be able to settle it peacefully? If not, I imagine Bearn would take up arms against us. A gift from Eothas. Glorious death is our path to him. Why are they attacking me is what I want to know. Alright, you stay back. And Mind Blade, Seraphin. Eder, go ahead and run up and block that. I'm going to have Aloth use his rigorous defense. Shodi, let's have you do your lash. Your big vine or whatever it's called. And I'm going to double tap this... not the one with the shield. The other one. Boom. Boom. Haha, I love it. Seraphin, Mind Blades again. And again. You, Shodi, Flame Pillar. There is a priest up there that we should probably take down. Let's have my guy go after the priest. Easy fight. Where is everyone? Okay, so we can go below decks and on this ship, I guess. It's a little bit different than normal. Let me grab all their stuff. Their armor can sell for quite a bit. Their plate armor, anyway. I don't know about the rest of it. Looks like a superb scepter, too. Maybe even legendary. Alright, let's see what he has to say.
The others have drunk, Bearn. Their souls make their way to Eothas. This isn't the time for hesitation. It's the time for faith. Come. Let us show him together.
The man uncorks a vial hanging from his neck filled with a viscous fluid of earthy red. He raises it and waits. With unsteady hands, Bearn uncorks an identical vial hanging from his own neck.
No, kid!
Eder has stepped forward. His palms are outstretched. Bearn nearly drops the vial. He catches awkward hold of it between his forefingers. His gaze drifts up to Eder. He stares with dull eyes as if he's trying to place him.
What is this? You aren't one of my flock. How did you get here?
Eder ignores Bosch, keeping careful eye contact with Bearn.
Lower that. Let's talk.
Bearn waits, the vial now clutched in one hand at chest height. We found evidence Bosch is a phony? No, that's bluffing. Let's just diplomacy. Hear us out. Decide once you've heard all sides.
You can't let him decide for you. You know what Olava would think of this.
She isn't here to decide for me either.
The vial in Bearn's hand hovers now just above waist height.
What is faith if it isn't tested? These people are willed here by Eothas to challenge you. Make him proud.
I will make him proud.
It sounds almost like a recitation. Eder's mouth is open, but he has no answer. He looks to you, desperation in his eyes. I've seen evidence of the true nature of the gods. You are wise to question.
Maybe he's not testing faith. Maybe he's testing if you can think for yourself.
But our faith, isn't that what the gods ask of us?
Bearn's hand lowers. It hangs at his right side, the vial dangling.
Eothas has come just as I said he would. There will be no other chances.
Eder fumes at Bosch, his hand drifting toward his weapon.
He must be in need to reach out to us.
Effigy's eyes, kid. You think your tiny soul's gonna change his fate?
I doubt you'd be missed if you stayed behind.
What he means is, you're probably more valuable to Eothas alive.
Tending fields while he marches to change the world? Unlikely.
The vial in Bearn's hand hovers now just above waist height.
History doesn't look kindly on deserters, Bearn. Nor will your god.
Hard to blame his deserters. They got to live. Meanwhile, his last vanguard got burned right out of the world, bones and all.
I've come this far. How could I be forgiven for failing him now?
Look at you. You're short, undurfed, untrained, and you think Eothas needs you?
Eothas doesn't deserve your life. Or even your crazy leaders. Not until he starts making some sense.
I never figured I was worthy of receiving his explanation.
Bearn's hand lowers. It hangs at his right side, the vial dangling.
It's now or never, Bearn. Will you abandon your god, or will you come to his aid?
Eder looks to your group.
Come on, say something.
Eder's right.
He takes a deep breath and glances to you. He looks as if he can't believe he just said that.
Who exactly demands this sacrifice, Bearn? Eothas or him?
He stares at Gadarian with naked contempt.
Beware of men who claim the authority of the gods. They often have little care for mortals.
Your thoughts be more knotty than Rower-tie rigging, lad. The farmer be speaking sense for once. Better to live for a god than die for one.
Listen to me. You gotta listen, kid. Bearn, during the Saints' War, me and my brother, we had a choice to make. It was just like this. We saw it different, he and I. He chose our god. I didn't. I'll never see him again. And I don't know where his soul is now. But I don't think Eothas was around to save it. You're gonna stay here. There's better ways to serve your god. You can build something in his honor. Like I did. A town, a temple, a good life. Maybe not a statue.
Bearn's expression shifts suddenly. He looks like someone who's been slapped hard across the face. His fingers relax, and the vial clatters to the ground, spattering the deck with what might easily be mistaken for a gruesome bloodstain.
Eothas, forgive me.
Eder takes what sounds like his first breath in a while. His fingers trace over his mouth and beard in a rhythm of reassurance.
As you wish, then. Abandon your god. For betrayal there can be no forgiveness. You will receive not his mercy, but his justice.
All acts can be forgiven by a truly benevolent soul.
Don't you got somewhere you need to be, Bosch? If you're having second thoughts, I can help you follow through.
Not a one.
Bosch smiles and raises his vial toward Eder in toast. He downs the fluid in a single
The
gulp.
shining god will light the way.
He barely gets the sentence out before the first spasm racks his frame. A reddish froth bubbles from his lips and he collapses to the floor, flopping and arcing like a netted fish. In one final rigid convulsion, his breath stops and his body settles heavily on the deck in an unnatural pose.
Think he's all right? He looks a little seasick.
If only he'd died before he got everyone else involved. Bearn stares silently at Gadarian Bosch. Spittle bubbles on the lips of the corpse. Hold on. Spittle bubbles on the lips of the corpse are still popping.
That would have been me. If I were stronger, it would have been me.
Lucky you weren't stronger then. The gods might have rights to our souls, but they got no right to our lives. Seems to me they'll take from you whatever's not nailed down if you let them.
I could devote my entire life to Eothas, and it would never redeem this.
Eder swallows and tries to say something. In the end, he just nods.
Right now, let's just get you home.
Where is home, though? What do we do? Return Bearn to Hasongo. Okay. Let's go to Hasongo then. Maya has returned to rejoin your crew. Good. Speak with Maya upon her return. Let's actually just go talk to her right now. Damn it, I should have waited. I should have taken Bearn back and then gone down there. That way I could talk to Eder and her in one little trip. Anybody that I want to talk to? Maya. That's right.
So, we're back. Did you miss us?
Of course I missed you, Maya.
Well, thanks. It was just me and the bird for a couple of days, and we're sick to death of each other. Something happened out there, and it's got me all turned around.
Speak your mind.
I didn't exactly deliver a missive. That parchment was meant for me, and I delayed opening it as long as I could.
She folds her arms.
Hatsura gave me a name and a location. That was all. When you're a sharpshooter by trade and your boss doesn't offer clarification, you learn to arrive at your own conclusions.
Go on.
The rub of it is, my target wasn't some ship's captain or an ogre swinging a fence post. He was the Ranga of a Huana tribe.
Why don't you start from the beginning? Nodding to you, Maya shrugs away some tension that you hadn't noticed before.
The village was beachside. No sign of foreign occupation. I might have been the first outsider to make land in quite a while. They were just simple folk going about their lives. Couldn't have been more than 50 of them. Their Ranga, though? He had a voice that carried, that echoed in the hearts of his people.
Go on.
He was my target. You can guess what happened next.
Tell me anyway.
I picked a spot and a time of day. Morning, west-facing, plenty of tree cover. The light was in my favor. The winds were low. He left his hut, mussed his kid's hair, and set off for the beach on the other side of the island, checking lobster traps. Ishi followed him overhead, and I followed him with my sights, holding my breath, waiting for the right moment. And then I stopped. I pictured all those captains I'd riddled with holes and wondered, is this how we treat civilians? Is this how wars are won?
Go on.
I shot him in the back of the head. He was a corpse before he hit the ground.
She opens her fingers like a flower blooming. Well, that didn't go the way I thought it would.
It took a while for his kin to find him, but only seconds to figure out that he didn't die of a weak heart.
She chews her bottom lip and glances toward Ishiza. What happened next?
This tribe surprised me. They acted like I kicked over their anthill. They got mad. They got to work. The old Ranga went onto a pyre, and the new one snapped into place. She took up the call for unity while the embers were still warm. Acted like I hadn't just killed her boss for doing the same thing.
Did it make a difference to you that the Ranga was a civilian?
Of course. I shoot to disrupt soldiers and end conflicts, not to stifle ideas or crush spirits. That's Valian work.
Have we been delivering assassination missions this whole time?
Fair question. Short answer? I don't know. Atsura uses different codes for each of us. I could teach myself to write Engwithan before I cracked another agent's instructions.
So killing the chieftain didn't rattle the tribe?
They mourned, they seethed, they tore at their hair. But they rebuilt. By the time I left, they were talking about peace with the other tribes like it was inevitable.
A slow smile of astonishment rises to her face. Rautai can learn from this and be more selective next time.
I guess that depends on how much faith you have in Atsura's plan.
Sighing to herself, Maya tugs at her hair bun, worrying a loose lock.
If you don't mind, I need to let this brew in my head for a while and see what bubbles up. Thanks for letting me unload in the meantime. We should talk to Atsura. He'll want to know that I've done as he asked.
Let's be off. Alright, well, we will go talk to him eventually and tell him to quit murdering chieftains. I'm sure he has a reason for it, but I can't really see what that is at this point, because they didn't get mad. Like, was he trying to get them riled up so they would fight the foreigners so they'd have a reason to be hard on them? I don't know. Or did he just want them to get off the island so they could farm it? Alright, let's see how much of Hasongo has been put back together. Eder looks up expectantly as Bearn disembarks the penetrator without a word to anyone. Bearn begins to head off, staring straight ahead with sunken eyes and doesn't break stride when he passes Eder.
Bearn.
The boy has taken another several steps before he seems to have heard anything at all, and when he stops he doesn't turn to face Eder at first, as though keeping his options open. A long moment passes, then, with persisting hesitation, he turns.
I'm not sure what you want to talk about. I have my life. And I know it's because of you. I know I should be thanking you. But the truth is, I don't know if I want to be here now. Or what I'm supposed to be doing. And I still don't know what to say to Eothas when I meet him one day.
It should be the other way around. He's the one who owes you an explanation.
Bearn avoids Eder's gaze.
You hear me, kid? He owes you.
Bearn gives an absent nod, still looking down, and says no more.
Not in much of a mood to talk, if you don't mind.
And Hasongo still looks like a piece of crap. Almost like a giant walked through there and then Naga attacked. I don't know. Just a hunch. Alright, let's go talk to Eder. You know, we probably could have talked to him just by walking around. But who knows? Alright, where are you, Eder? Over here.
What's gnawing you?
And really, he has talked to me about Bearn.
We got him out of there. That's the most important thing. But he is all alone out there. And that's what got him into trouble to begin with. I hope this time it's different. I hope he makes connections. Finds something to do with himself. I worry, though.
Alright, let's get out of here. Where do we want to go next? Nekataka, maybe? To talk to Atsura? Let's check again. Courier's calling, report in. Watch for signs of the painted mask. Barunga, skipping ahead. Okay, we really don't have that much left. Fruitful Alliance. Okay. Northwest. Let's go to Oreo Koiki. And let's see if we can't get the Wahaki on our side. We've never been up this far north. Close, but not quite. So actually, we'll go ahead and explore this entire area. How about that? Instead of going directly to the Oreo, the Wahaki Island. How about that? We'll just say the Wahaki Island. The Bent Bow Forest. I think that's just a storybook place, but let's see. The stone altar before you is empty, save for dried, flaking blood and bits of hair crusting its surface. Search the area around the altar. Our cursory search of the altar reveals nothing of interest. We failed. Examine the altar. The space before the altar is smooth from centuries of shuffling feet and the press of countless bony knees. Water dripping from somewhere above has created a swampy morass of mud behind the altar. You chip away some of the old blood on the surface of the altar and find a cobweb of deep gashes in the stone, testimony to the many grisly sacrifices that must have occurred here. Search around the altar again. I wonder, can we just keep trying? Alright, let's, well, we can't really use drugs while we're out here, so what we need to do is find something that gives us +2 survival. Do we have anything that gives us plus survival? What's the village fool do? Nope. Let's actually put this obsidian lamp figurine on. That item was actually in the first game, if I didn't mention it when I got it. Come on, there's got to be something that gives me plus survival. There we go. Alright, let's try again. Nope, still a failure. We need more. What does indecisive do again? Oh, it's just a random buff. History and insight, close, but no cigar. Alright, does anyone else have any items that could possibly give survival? Nope, that's stealth and resolve. Just check the stuff he's actually wearing as well, I guess. Survival, come on. Something's got to give us survival. Wait, why are you not wearing this? Darn it. Alright, I guess that's it. We don't have, we do have drugs, but we can't exactly use those out here. And I'm certain none of these actually give survival, so I'm not going to bother going through them. Wait, we have pets. Does any of the pets give us survival? Come on. One of you got it. One of you have to have a plus survival, or a plus skill of any kind, really. But plus survival specifically. It's hard to tell because it doesn't say what both of them are. You have to read through the description to see what the second one is. There's one perception. Healing. No. Perception, resolve, and resistance to resolve afflictions. That's good. Come on, you can do this. One of you, none of them have given us any skills yet, so I'm guessing none of them do. Nope. None of them do. It does. Bonus the sleight of hand. One of them gives us a bonus to skills. Son of a gun. Alright, well, whatever. We'll come back later. Wait, this gives us +1 to attribute and a skill depending on class. So, what's our survival right now? 12? What's it give us when we put it on? Still 12. It probably gives us athletics. No, nothing. Whatever, fine. We'll come back later. When we actually have one more survival. I'll try to use a drug that gives us survival before we leave this crypt and see if that helps. In the distance, you spy the entrance to a cave sunken into a hillside, barely hidden behind the stunted, shriveled trunks of leafless trees. Approach the cave. As you approach the cave, something snaps beneath your boot. You look down, expecting a stick, and find the splintered remains of ancient bone. You see the ground before the cave with new eyes. What you first thought were branches are bones, some half buried in the dirt, others piled in drifts. Many are bleached white with age. You linger at the entrance to the cave. The passage beyond extends into pitch-black darkness. It reeks of death and decay. Enter the cave. Alright, we will explore this cave next time, so please leave a like or comment below, and feel free to subscribe for more full Let's Plays like this one. And thanks for stopping by.